a free vegan sausage roll to try and tempt me to go back into Greggs when it reopens. Well done, that woman. Well done, Greggs, giving me a free, I say a free vegan sausage roll. Here we go. Well, here we go. First day of lockdown. But there's been a key worker at this moment in time working in a bakery. We have to get out there and make the food to supply the shops. And our shops, are they going to stay open? We're not quite sure. Are we going to provide supermarkets with bread? I'm not quite sure. What to go, what's going to happen. So let's see what the roads are like. First day of lockdown, 6:15, I'm leaving for work. And I've never known anything like this in my 49 years being alive. It's absolute surreal. You can't leave the house unless you go for a run. I'm pleased that I'm going for a run. I'm over the moon, I'm going for a run. Otherwise, I think I'll go around the bend. Right, let's have it, let's go, see what happens. Well, I'm off to work and it's day one of the lockdown. It's absolutely surreal. I haven't seen a car yet on the roads going to work. I've never known the roads to be this quiet. There we have, is it a milkman? There's a milkman on the roads up front. Yes, the milkman are the key workers as well, deliver the daily milk to the people. Boris Johnson says we're on lockdown, we'll have to do one bit of exercise a day. I like to go for a run, so I'm pleased about that. You can go for a run with a couple of members of your family. There'll be no students in Durham, I wouldn't have thought. I think most of the students now, if not all the students, will have gone home. Because a lot of Durham students are from out of the area. The clever students, all gone home. So it'll be really quiet. So businesses will be down anyway. So to be fair, shutting the shops and the government's going to be paying 80% of your wages. If you've all been sent home, hopefully you'll all keep your jobs and have your jobs. Now we're going through Durham. It's getting a bit busier. Definitely a bit busier now in the centre of Durham. It's just starting to get light. There we have it, first day of lockdowns. A few cars on the roads. Obviously they've got to go to supermarkets, key workers, bakeries, supermarkets, your police force, fire brigade. You get your milkmen, you get people who deliver bread. Everything to do with food, basically. Just all the other shops are being told to shut. So if this goes on for months and months and months, we'll have to start cutting our own hair. I mean, I need a haircut, so I'm going to have to get the clippers out. Get a member of the family to clip my hair. There'll be no students in Durham, I wouldn't have thought. I think most of the students now, if not all the students, will have gone home. Because a lot of Durham students are from out of the area. The clever students, all gone home. So it'll be really quiet. So businesses will be down anyway. So to be fair, shutting the shops and the government's going to be paying 80% of your wages. If you've all been sent home, hopefully you'll all keep your jobs and have your jobs. Now we're going through Durham. It's getting a bit busier. Definitely a bit busier now in the centre of Durham. It's just starting to get light. There we have it, first day of lockdowns. A few cars on the roads. Obviously they've got to go to supermarkets, key workers, bakeries, supermarkets, your police force, fire brigade. You get your milkmen, you get people who deliver bread. Everything to do with food, basically. Just all the other shops are being told to shut. So if this goes on for months and months and months, we'll have to start cutting our own hair. I mean, I need a haircut, so I'm going to have to get the clippers out. Get a member of the family to clip my hair. Never seen any police officers yet, mind, on the road, patrolling. Don't know where they'll be going, I don't know what shifts they do, but I normally see the odd police car going past. But today so far, day one of lockdown, I've seen no police officers and no police cars. There's the bus not in service. I think the buses will be all off as well. I wouldn't have thought there'd be any public transport on today. That's why I'm thinking about the trains. Will the trains be on, or will the trains all be off, or will they have some emergency services on? Just an odd one. Here we're coming up through Giles Gate. Sun's starting to come up. It is the 24th of March, the first day of lockdown. 24th of March. See a council worker. Is that the bin men still be on the day? Oh yeah, I wonder. I'm not quite sure. It is Tuesday the 24th of March. I sometimes forget what day it is, to be fair. There's the local Sainsbury's, that'll be open later on. Tesco's around the corner, that'll be open. There's one or two cars. Now I've got to see whether or not I'm going to be sent home yet, but at this moment in time I've got to supply all the bakery with all the goods. Got to get the goods in to supply the shops. Are we going to supply the supermarkets? I don't know. I heard a rumour saying that all local bakeries will be supplying local supermarkets, so it stops having to travel bread around. We supply the bread to local supermarkets, and then, like I said, you're not travelling bread around the country, just basically over the road or in the local villages, in the local supermarkets. See a Sainsbury's worker starting to go to work, and there we go, over the zebra crossing at Giles Gate, where there'll be none of these shops open today apart from little small convenience stores will be open. Right, I'm off to work, so hopefully it's a good time to get fit. Get yourself out there, get yourself some runs. Go for a run every single day. Go for a run every single day and get yourself fit. That's all I can suggest you do. Go for bike rides, go for walks, no more than one a day. Don't congregate. All the young'uns out there, don't go and meet your friends, because you will be at some point, you know, the police will be watching out, the army will be brought in at some point, and you will be fined, and your parents won't be happy. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Here we are, lockdown day one. My shift's over, and I'm pleased that's done and dusted. And this road is a lot more quieter than it usually is during the day. This time of the day, I'm normally 5-6 cars back. I'm at the very front of the queue. No cars coming out of Tesco's. Very few cars coming out of Tesco's. Tesco's isn't as busy as it normally is, and the roads are looking quiet. Seems the lockdown's having an effect. You're allowed to go for a bike ride or go for a run. You're allowed to do a bit of exercise every single day. Right now, I work at a bakery, and it is called Coupland's, and it does have over 50 odd shops in the area. Now what's happened is we've closed 22 shops, kept 31 shops open, and there's mixed reactions. Some people say that all the shops should be closed down like Greggs have, but the small shops we've kept open are the local village shops. Now those local village shops are going to supply bread, essential food, to the local villages. Now if you only after bread, milk and a few little bits and pieces, there's no need to travel to the big supermarkets where you're going to have a lot of people close together. So if you stay in your villages and go to your local bakeries, go to your local little shops, convenience stores or supermarkets in your villages that you're allowed to go to, that are allowed to stay open, you know people in the village, you know who's going to go in the shop. The shops in the villages are only allowing 2 people in the shop at any one time. Other people can stand outside, you know, and keep apart in an orderly fashion. So we are supplying goods to the local villages, but some people say no, they should be closed down, you're not doing your bit, it's being greedy. But me personally, I think the local small villages or local shops in a little area will do, you know, the local community some good, because you are supplying goods, you know, what's supposed to be essential foods to the people. We need bread. Yes, we don't all need cakes, we don't all need pasties, but if you are short on food, they do sell these products at the bakery and also some kind of confectionery as well. So for me, I think staying open in a local village where you know people, you know who's unwell in the local villages, who's not well, and you are helping the community. So for me, it is good business to keep some shops open. Now, whether the government changes their mind and say we need all small shops closing, we need all small food outlets closing until further notice, just supermarkets open. For me, you are going to take the pressure off the supermarkets. by having small village shops open, like small bakeries. We are now approaching into Durham. You can see the roads are nowhere near as busy as they are normally. I was shattered this morning. I wanted to stay in bed, but I had to get up for work. Start 6:15. Today finished about 3:10. There are people walking around the streets. You are allowed to go for a walk with your partner, with your girlfriend, you know, with a friend or a family member. Sorry, you're not allowed to congregate. Let's see if we can see people any more than bunches of 2s and 3s. If they're family members, fair enough. I'm going to go for a run later on with my son. We live in the same house. We're allowed to. We need a bit of fresh air. You need to take your mind off things. You can't stay in house all of the time. That's why, you know, Boris Johnson says you're allowed to go for a walk, you're allowed to go for a run, you're allowed to go for a cycle ride. Day one of lockdown, it is having an effect. The roads are a load clearer. It is a little bit more busier in the centre of Durham, but I'm sure these people are going to and from work or going to do a little bit of shopping, essential shopping. You're allowed to do one shop a day. Coming through Durham, a lot of people wearing face masks now. I take it there's nobody building the student accommodation on the right as they normally do. They normally build the student accommodation on the right. Let's have a look down there to go past. Yes, it's all bare. Oh no, wait there. Yep, construction workers are still working, so they must be classed as essential workers. So yes, they're classed as essential workers, construction workers. Guy on the right, walking down, going for his daily walk. Now I've got a flat tire. My back right tire is going down. I'm going to have to go and get it inflated. I'm going to have to go to Sainsbury's petrol station. They do have free air pumps there. I have to use it, otherwise I can't get to work tomorrow. It's essential. Now, there is still a lot of traffic in Durham, as you can see. There's a guy going for a jog there, just like me later on. With his headset on, be careful, you don't cross the road with the headsets on, mind. It's very dangerous when, it's not so bad now, but when you're going for a run with a musical headset on, you can't hear the traffic. You've got to be careful. I was always told when I first started running, never wear, you know, like your Walkmans, the old Walkmans in the olden days. So you always got to keep your senses, be aware of what's around you. Use the senses you were born with, your hearing, not just your sight. It's very easily to misjudge and just turn and run over the road and just think there's nothing there because you're listening to your music. You've got to have your wits about you. Now we're heading up towards, we've been through Durham, now we're going to head up under a little bridge where the train goes over, and I'm going to head up towards Framwellgate Moor, and pity me, I will turn right at Fram and I'm going to head off towards Sainsbury's. I need some air in my tyre. I probably do need a new tyre, but I don't think there's any tyre places open today, so I cannot really get it changed. There is a family of 4 playing football on my right hand side. As you can see coming up here, there's couples going for a walk together. Yeah, just family members going for a walk together. You're allowed to go for a walk together. Day one of lockdown. It's really bizarre. My house, I wanted to sell my house, but unfortunately I can't do that at this moment in time because nobody's going to view houses. You're not allowed to. Estate agents are closed. All non-essential shops have been closed by Boris Johnson, and I do believe in it. I do believe, you know, that the NHS needs the government's full support. You can't stop the virus at this moment in time, but what you can do, you can squash it, you can quash it from spreading around as quickly, so the pressure is alleviated off the NHS. You have the, you know, you need to use the equipment in the hospital, and the elderly are really important because they're the ones that are in danger at this moment in time, so we need to help the elderly. And also the police are doing a fantastic job. Mind you, on my journey to work and on my journey home, I haven't seen any police officers just yet. I don't know when they will take effect, when they will kick in and start monitoring the villages to see if people are actually doing as they're told and not young'uns not congregating and starting, you know, going out for drinks and this, that and the other. And, you know, you might get gangs of youths in certain villages who might think they can do what they want, but not. If this doesn't work, I do believe that they will bring a kind of martial law. They will bring the army into play, and they will start patrolling village to make sure that everyone's doing as they're told. Now it is, the co-op is open. You've got the skip man to me right, to me left, sorry. The buses, I didn't realise the buses were going to still be on. Obviously the buses are going to take essential key workers to and from work. So now we're going through Fram. Let's check through Fram, see what it's like. Again, it doesn't seem as quiet as I thought it was going to be. A lot of traffic going around. There's more traffic here than there was in Gilesgate. This is a busy area. Look over to me right, let's see what shops are actually open. Obviously the pub's closed. Reflections is closed. The washing machine place is closed. You got the RSPCA closed. The pizza shop's closed. Puppies is closed. Associates, the hairdressers is closed. Now, I am due for a haircut, and I do have some kind of I do have haircutting materials, haircutting. I do have the razors in the house. I do have the blades in the house. I could actually get the words out of my mouth and finally find what word I want to use. It is, you know, the hair clippers, that's what I want to use. I have got clippers. I may have to get the kids to cut my hair at some point. Now on my right hand side, everything else is closed. All the shops are closed. We're heading on down through Framwell Gate, Moor, and apart from the bus and 2 cars in front of me, it is quite quiet. Now I do believe in the lockdown, and my kids won't be leaving the house today. As in lockdown, my son will be on the Xbox, or he'll be doing his university's work online. He should be anyway, and my daughter, well, she'll be watching Netflix probably. So here we go, we're heading on down towards Fram. There's a few cars here and there and everywhere popping about. Guy walking his dogs. You know, you have to walk your dogs. You're allowed to walk your dogs. He's by himself in big open spaces. I don't have any problem with people walking the dogs. The 64, I don't know how many 64s are going to be on, but people do work at Sainsbury's who need lift home. 64 goes to Sainsbury's, and that can be giving the passengers a lift home. I know this is not a very exciting video, but I'm just giving you a quick, you know, rundown what the place is like in the northeast, in Durham area, how busy it is. And it is quite quiet. There's somebody moving house on the left hand side. Suitcase, could be student going back home. A lot of student accommodation will be empty now. And on the right hand side, a bloke watering his garden. Yeah, he's doing the gardening. So it is quite, you know, Framwell Gate Moor is quite a nice little area. It's quite good. And you're coming towards Newton Hall on the right hand side. Again, the wash place on the left hand side is closed down. And I think all the kebab shops will be closed down. I'm not a massive kebab lover. Now there's a big test coming ahead. It's Bell's Fish Shop. Will Bell's Fish Shop be closed down? I very much think it will be, because it's non-essential food. McDonald's, non-essential food. People are saying, why are McDonald's closing down and Greg's closing down but not Coupland's? McDonald's is basically shite food. It is. It's rubbish. You go there because you haven't got time to cook a meal. It's basically kids like McDonald's. Better park here before the BMW goes past. But yeah, McDonald's is basically, I mean, it's convenient food, isn't it? It's not good food. They don't sell bread, buns, they don't sell bread and other things you can sell. Right now, I'm heading towards Sainsbury's. I need to put some air in my tyre. Coming towards Sainsbury's. Let's have a drive through the... Oh, no, actually, no. I might drive on the way back through there. But Pets at Home is open. Pets at Home, yeah, well, you got to feed your dog. But you do get pet stuff. I'm not quite sure. Is Pets at Home, is that an essential place to keep open when you have the supermarkets that do have dog food? Let me know in the comment section below. Lidl is absolutely brimming Lidl. And there we have Sainsbury's on my right hand side. I'm going to go and fill up my tyre with air, otherwise I won't be going to work tomorrow. And the petrol station is looking quite eerily quiet. There's one person filling up air in his tyre. I've got a space, I can get in. McDonald's, nobody in Mackie D's. Unbelievable, that's class. And they've even taped up the drive-through so you kind of go through McDonald's. Well done McDonald's for closing down. Right, we're coming in now. I'm going to drive in and get some air in my tyre, and then that should see me for the week. I don't know what's wrong with my tyre, but there's something just not right with it. Right. Drive round the Anderson Centre and see which shops are closed down. But look to your right now, look to your right. McDonald's is taped up. No drive-through allowed in. Now you come down to Specsavers. Is Specsavers closed or is it staying open? Let's have a look. I'll let you know as I go past. Specsavers is closed. EE is closed. Costa Coffee's closed. It looks like, oh, Next has its lights on. Why is Next and M&S open? Yeah, Next has got its lights on. I don't know why Next has its lights on, but Next could be open. I don't know. If anybody knows out there, let me know if Next is open. Obviously Sainsbury's is open. Sainsbury's is the boy. It has to be open to supply us with our, you know, our needs, our food, our toilet rolls, all the essential shopping, essential foods that we need to get through shopping. Let's see how busy it is. Security guard outside. 2 security guards outside must be monitoring how many people go in together. That's what I think it should be, definitely. Now Sainsbury's is quite busy. I'm going to cross over. I'm going to see if KFC, I take a KFC will be closed. I'm pretty much, Smith's will be closed, the toy shop. Toys are not essential. Kids have got plenty as it is, enough to do. Right, KFC is closed, yes. I don't know why people are parking down this end. I take it pets at home are open. So if you need pet food and pet gear, which it is essential because, you know, pets, you need to take care of your pets. Pets at home is open, as well as you can go to supermarkets. So end of the day, I do respect that people who love pets, and you know, we've got to take care of animals. It is, you know, you've got to look after the welfare of your animals. I have a cat and I buy my cat food from Sainsbury's, so there you go. I'm now going to take a little detour and going to head off towards Pitty Mee. Just quickly turn where the bus is, got round quick enough, head off towards Pitty Mee. Right now down here there's someone going for a jog, and it looks to me like the car showroom is closed. It should be closed as well. Halfords, now that's essential. You need to fix your car if it breaks down. So Halfords, I think, looks like Halfords is open. Halfords is open in Durham at this moment in time. Now, obviously, it's not essential to buy the car, but walking in the middle of the road is not essential unless you want to die. Cross over the road properly, don't cross over diagonally, right? It looks like Vauxhall have characters kicking about, but it could just be security guards at Vauxhall. Now we're heading off towards Pitty Mee. Let's see what essential shops are open in Pitty Mee. Heading off down towards Merlin Coachworks. I don't think, yeah, Merlin Coachworks is closed. I don't know if that's closed down full time anyway, because it looks like it's been abandoned for a while. But now we're turning left into Pitty Mee. Spada, the pub, is definitely closed. You know, allow pubs open. 2 girls pedaling down, one on the road, one on the path. Are they keeping 20 metres apart, 2 metres apart? Sorry, yes, they're keeping 2 metres apart. I better be careful. I don't want to knock anybody over in these dodgy times. Life's hard enough as it is. There we go. Plenty of space for the pedalers, cyclists. They're keeping fit. Well done, you two. Get yourself out in the fresh air. Now we're going down towards Pitty Mee. Heading off towards Pitty Mee. Now we passed another cyclist and another walker. I don't know if she's been jogging and she's given up, but she's decided to walk on the left hand side. There you go. She's going for a nice walk. You know, that's what you need to do. And we're heading off towards the busy part of it. I mean, should takeaways be open now? Should Chinese takeaways be open? Curry houses be open? I'm not quite sure. Does lockdown affect them? Someone said to me they're working in a curry house tomorrow. Does that mean that the curry houses are open? Is the guy walking 2 dogs? 2 dogs should be 2 metres apart. No, they're the same family. They're all right. Now we're heading off down towards the club in Pitty Mee. Now, usually you can't get parked down the right hand side. Look at all the cars right hand side. Terry's the Barbers is closed. Premier House of, yeah, another barber's closed. The Premier Inn, the Premier Pub, Premier Shop is open. Chemist is open, that's essential. Sainsbury's is open, that's essential. The butchers is open. Yes, essential foods. You need a good joint of meat. Not a good joint, but a good joint of meat. The butchers is open. Brown's Hairdressers is closed. Designs is closed. The community shops closed. And at this moment in time, New Pekin House is closed. Now, I thought all Greggs shops were closing. This Greggs is open. Let's have a look in here. Greggs did say all their shops were closing. Now I'm curious because this Greggs, now there's a Greggs and it's open. Now a Greggs supposed to be, they've got pasties and that in, so this Greggs, so when Greggs said it's closing all its shops, it's not really. This Greggs shop is open. I don't understand why that shop's open, but are they just, I don't know, I have to look. Yeah, there's somebody serving behind the counter, so one Greggs shop is actually open. Hiya, do you sell loaves of bread? I thought all the Greggs were closed.
Our last day today.
Your last day, is it? Oh, right, it's a shame, isn't it? What are you going to do? And hopefully you get 8% of your wage.
I think we're going to honour it for a couple of weeks until the government kicks in, but then we're going to see where we go from there. Just have to keep us posted.
You would have thought that the government would like sort of thought they paid 80% of your wages regardless.
Well, you think so, but I think Greg's going to honour our pay.
Oh, full pay,
Full
and then
pay.
80%.
And then, I don't think that's when it
Oh well.
Then, I'm going to presume, I think is it from the 5th or 6th of April, some government's going to kick in.
Is it?
So I'm hoping then they'll probably take up the 8%, but then you just don't want to just set the keepers posted.
Well, enjoy your last day.
Oh,
And are you gonna miss Greg's?
Do you know what? I am.
Are you?
I am. I'm going to miss because every day it's just like, oh, what are you doing? And you just napping away, then you go back home. It's like,
Well, you're a good worker. You're a good worker.
thank you
Respect the
very
Greg's anyway.
Thank you very much.
Hope we open soon, eh?
Come to me and such close to try for free.
Oh, come on, I may as well, right?
Why not, eh?
Couple of vegan sausage rolls, eh?
Thank you, Bob, and then you give them away for a few
I will do.
minutes. Let's just start buying them.
Thank you very much.
There you go now.
See you later. Ta-ra. Take care. See ya. Well, there you go. I've just been to Greg's in Framwell Gate, Mower, and it's their last day. I thought Greg's were closed today, but no, today is their last day. And she said she loves working for Greg's. It's a great company to work for. She really loves working for Greg's. And Greg's are going to honour their full wage for a few weeks. And obviously then it'll go to 80% of the money. And she can't wait to reopen because she absolutely loves going to work. This lady loves going to work. And I got, believe it or not, some vegan sausage rolls. A free vegan sausage roll to try and tempt me to go back into Greg's when it reopens. Well done, that woman. Well done, Greg's, giving me a free, I say a free vegan sausage roll. Here we go. Never had one in my life. In fact, I got 3, 1 each for the kids. Hmm. Hmm. It does taste like sausage roll. That is really generous from the woman in Greg's. I hope I don't get into trouble. But now, I'm going to go back there in the future when I'm in the area, because I do like shopping at Coupland's as well. Some nice corned beef pasties at Coupland's, nice bread at Coupland's. They make a nice peach milk, a nice strawberry tart. I love shopping at Coupland's, but I will go back to Greg's here when I'm in the area, just because of that lady who was really pleasant and gave me some free vegan sausage rolls. And you know what? They're really nice. Right, I'm now leaving Greg's after that half a vegan sausage roll, and the sausage roll actually is really tasty. I can't wait to get home and eat the rest. It is really tasty, that vegan sausage roll. Never had it before, and well done. I can't praise that lady how friendly she was. She's really a lovely woman. She's an asset to Greg's anyway. Well done, Greg's, for employing people like her. Brilliant. Look after your staff, Greg's, because there's a lot of good people out there, there's a lot of bad people out there, and getting good people to work for your company, is an absolute asset. Right, now we're heading off towards the roundabout at the top of Framwell Gate, Moor, near the hospital itself, where I know the lovely nurses and doctors, NHS workers will be doing an absolute fantastic job. They need all the help they can possibly get off everybody. And I thought it was pretty disgusting, disgusting when basically when they've got to pay for parking. If that's correct, if they've got to pay for parking, the NHS workers, it's absolutely ridiculous. They should never have to pay for parking at all, especially in these conditions. No way. Working 14 hours should be free parking, full stop. If people are giving them tickets, they should lock the bloody wardens up. I know I'm being a bit harsh on the wardens because they're just doing the job as well. There's a guy who went for a walk on the left hand side, looks a bit sad. As we're walking down, we're running. No, we're not running, we're in the car. We're driving down, it's getting busy. This, on a night time, after work, you can't drive down here. You bumper to bumper. It's slow as old Nick when you're driving this way, when the schools are open, you cannot get home. But now, it is good. I'm enjoying the nice open spaces on the road. So far, I've seen no gangs of youths, but I've seen no police officers on the beat either. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're busy doing other things in other places, or they're just not needed at this moment in time because everybody is abiding by the rules that Boris Johnson has set out. Right, we're going to be heading now. We're going to have a drive down to Bear Park. Let's have a drive down to Bear Park and see if there's any youths kicking about. Oh, the taste of that vegan sausage roll is in my mouth. It's left like a salty taste. It's weird. And I keep licking my lips. I want more. It's tempting me back for more. It's the salt in the vegan sausage roll or in the pastry that probably makes you want to go back for more. There's a young lady waiting for the bus. There's a guy doing a walk and run. Looks like he's walking. There's another lad there walking home after probably been to I don't know where he's been actually. I haven't got a clue. Might have been to work. Might have been just for a walk with just to see the fresh air, have fresh air in his lungs, keep him fit. You never know. Now we're going down to Bear Park, and it is quite quiet at this moment in time. A couple of cars, a van coming down. It's a workman. Has he been cleaning windows? Shouldn't have. Shouldn't be cleaning windows this time of day, in this day and age, at this moment in time in lockdown. There's a woman there walking her dog. She's like a walk and run, yeah, keeping fit. Well done, that lady, walking her dogs. Everyone loves their dogs, their pets. Keep taking. That's one thing about cats. You haven't got to take them for a walk. Saves us a bit of time. They hop over the fence themselves and do what they want. We're getting out with the bridge at Bear Park, and another bloke walking his bike. He's walking his bike. He's not walking his dog, he's taking his bike for a walk. Well done, that man. Two joggers keeping distances. You can see them in the pink and green. They're going for, a lot of people are getting exercise today because they've got nothing else to do. When I've been to work all day now, I'm going to get home, I'm going to go for a run myself. Right, we're going up to Bear Park, let's see. And so far, it's quite nice, it's quite good, nobody's kicking about. Need big gangs of people, you know, causing bother or doing anything that shouldn't, anything untowards. There's a woman pedaling a bike, she's not walking a bike, she's pedaling a bike. You shouldn't really walk your bike, you walk your dog, you walk yourself, you don't walk your bike. Unless you've got a flat tyre, you might have had a flat tyre, I don't know. Are we heading up towards Bear Park? It's all nice and quiet on the western front. It's the eastern front, not western front. The garage is open, yes, the garage is open, but it is essential you get your cars fixed because the key workers do need their cars repaired. So yes, I do believe garages need to stay open, you know, especially if they're going to fix key workers, key care workers, garages, doctors and nurses, policemen, firemen, all these key workers, dustbin men, you know, social services, whatever else, care workers. I better get through before the van get the flashes and see I've gone through this van there. Yeah, the van's gone down. You got two shops in Bear Park open. You got your McCall's and you got your Bear Park convenience store, and there you have it. I'm going to turn this off now because I'm going to get back home in about 10 minutes and everything will be rosy in the garden. Here we go, on me run, on lockdown. I'm allowed one bit of exercise a day, and I'm going for a 4-mile run. Keep myself in shape. I will try and build it up as the days go on and weeks go on. To be fair, there's not many people out, and it's a good day for a jog. I'm up here at Usher College. It's a nice place to go for a run every now and again. Nice soft underfoot conditions, and it's remote, and there's some sheep trying to cross the road. Oh, they shouldn't really want to chase the sheep, but they're running away. Nice and peaceful place to come for a run, especially if you've got bad knees and a bad back, like me. Usher College. Great carvings as well. Look at the carvings coming up now. Snake from Harry Potter. And there's the old beaver. And then coming up, is it an otter? I'm not quite sure. There's a duck. Yeah, it's an otter. Or is it a beaver? Could be a beaver, that one. But part of it is like England. It's on lockdown. Here we go. It's on lockdown. Closed down a while ago. People are going inside, trying to raid the place. It's a bit dangerous inside now, so it's been completely boarded up. And there's nobody here. It's out the way. As I said before, it's boarded up. If you look over there, secure the building, totally secure. Usher College, old steps. And there we have it. Right now I head off back home, and that's me run over and done. Right. That bloke that was on the bend taught me so.
I was tempted to go. He's filming himself, man.
It is, it's on lockdown as well, like the rest of the country. It's on lockdown. It is good, like, nice architecture. Definitely. It's a shame they couldn't restore the building, but I think it's past restoring now, like.
No, still able to be restored.
You think so?
Yeah, you just got to...
I mean, people would smash the glass for no reason, because the
Yeah, but
lovely pane windows, just vandals. Everyone up here.
Glass that goes like this.
Yeah.
Interior manufacturing as well.
I've been in the old dungeons for the monks. And that bit's still open. So Molly, how was your first day of lockdown gone? Molly, have you enjoyed the first day of lockdown? Any comments? No? Not amused? You're always locked down and locked inside anyway, because you never go anywhere. You're a couch cat. Not a couch potato, a couch cat. Molly? He's not amused, he is not amused. Go away. I don't want to talk to you. Go away. So there we have 12 hours gone by in lockdown, and tonight's tea, I'm afraid, is not very exciting. It's just Tesco pizzas for me and the kids, and of course I need a nice glass of Strongbow after a hard day on the front line. And a good run. Absolutely shattered. Take care and enjoy. Stay safe. Cheers.